Hi everyone, it's Akita Carrie Aurora, and today we explore the 40th gene key, the gift of resolve, the shadow of exhaustion, and the CD of will. Its programming partner is gene key number 37, equality. The 40th gift of resolve is about becoming adept at giving to yourself. Ultimately, it is about deep physical relaxation. Well, this key runs from from August 29th. So I guess August 29th to September 3rd. And this has been a really busy week for me. So I guess this is why I am just getting to it. Because I didn't have deep physical relaxation this week. I was a busy bee. But I'm trying to stay consistent and make sure to do every key. So let's tap into the wisdom story. My wisdom story. I was born into a family with spiritual and artistic traditions that went back thousands of years. But as a boy, I was stolen from my parents and forced into slavery. My master had nothing but contempt for me. He saw and treated me like an animal. I survived by giving of myself tirelessly without complaint. When beaten for not working hard enough, I worked harder. Because of my obedience and unusual strength, I was given increasing amounts of responsibility, thus stress. Eventually, my stomach started to burn and my digestive system shut down. I got so sick and exhausted, my master no longer had use for me. He threw me out, and with nothing but the scars on my back, a young woman found me in the dirt. She was dark-skinned like me, but she was free. She gave me shelter, nursed me back to health, and found work for me. I didn't mind the low pay or invisibility. I acquiesced in my role willingly, grateful not to be beaten. For many years, I worked very hard, but I was lonely, broken, and deeply afraid of people. I only drew comfort from carving statues out of wood, like the ones my grandfather made before I was taken away. One day, the woman saw my carving and was impressed. She encouraged me to set up shop for myself. I said no, but she was stubborn and intuitive. The next thing I knew, she purchased a small shop and hung up a sign with my name on the door. For the first time in my life, I was my own boss. This realization brought forth an ache so vast that I cried myself to sleep for a year. As I embraced my pain, I grew to love what I did. It was hard work, but it didn't feel like it. My shop thrived, my stomach healed, and my body grew young again. Eventually, I let the woman into my heart, and she became my wife. It took us 10 years to save up enough money to return to our homeland and start a new life. The moment my foot stepped on African soil, I looked up at the open sky, inhaled the sweet air, and my entire being relaxed. Then I heard the distant sounds of my people singing and drumming, waiting for us to join them. I looked into the eyes of my beloved and knew I was home. Story excites me. My gift to you. I come when it is time to relax and for you to understand the importance of balancing your desire to serve the world and your need to enjoy your life. Do not be afraid to stand your ground, set healthy boundaries, or be generous with yourself. Your time and energy are precious. Sometimes saying no to the right thing can be more powerful than saying yes. I'm not asking that you rest now and then. I want you to rest deeply and fully with your whole being. When you are genuinely relaxed, you are free to work in harmony with your true nature and environment, and will have all of the energy required to complete any task, no matter how great. The health of our communities and nations depend on people who have the true inner resolve and a balanced physical, emotional, and spiritual life. Ashe, ashe. Questions for contemplation. Where and with whom do you find it most difficult to set a limit? What are you afraid of? Where are you not valuing yourself and your precious energy? What or who in your life exhausts you? Have you learned how to enjoy your solitude? Are you getting enough time alone? What truly relaxes you? Do you keep others at a distance because of painful experiences? Have you ever felt your inner resolve aligned with divine will? Allow yourself to say no to someone or something today. Write your reflections in your journal. Interesting. I said no to somebody this week. I'll tell you all about that later. All right, let's see what dragons and unicorns have come out to help us journey this gene key of number 40, the gift of resolve, the shadow of exhaustion, and the CD of divine will. All right. Okay, so let's see what dragon and unicorn came out. And I have to thank Spirit every time because they are always just, the perfect complement to the gene key. So the dragon that came out was the earth and air dragon. And that message is reminding us to stay balanced, to ground our visions, and to manifest our hopes and our dreams. It represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. And I think if you want to take it in the metaphysical way, you could think of the perfect balance between our thoughts and what we manifest, what we actually manifest onto the realm. All right. So its energy, its color frequency is brown and blue, and the elements that they're tapping into are the earth and the air element, of course. It helps us to clarify our hopes and intentions, to illuminate our visions, and to take action steps to bring our visions into physical reality. It helps us to re-energize our lives. And looking at it again in the lens of Gene Key number 40, which is the shadow of exhaustion, the gift of resolve, and the CD of divine will. It's perfect, helping us to clarify, illuminate, take action steps, and to re-energize our lives through, I would say, breathing, meditation, action, grounding in, staying balanced, which allows the flow and manifesting. This dragon energy also helps us to rise above our challenges while staying grounded. Challenges are a part of life. Even the wisest amongst us are going to still come up on challenges. But those challenges, how we respond to the challenges and the conflicts and the unexpected events, really depends on how grounded we are. And the more grounded we are, it really allows us to experience and to face those challenges with ease and grace, and also to find balance in them, because it allows us to have a higher perspective. And that higher perspective allows us to have some peace and understanding when these things happen, and understanding the purpose of our life lessons, and to see the highest good in all people and situations. And when we go through challenges, that at the end of the day, if we can sum it up to, you know what, this was the purpose and this was the lesson, and I can get something from that, it's all worth it, right? So the earth and air dragon helps us to clarify, to illuminate, to rise above, to raise the frequency. As the book says, as we ascend, the challenges are seen with a new perspective, which gives us more joy and allows us to feel a sense of purpose through our challenges. And that's where the gold and the wisdom comes in. It reminds us to breathe into our 12 chakras for balance and harmony. And as we're doing this, we allow ourselves to be in a relaxed state. Remember, Gene Key 40 is talking all about exhaustion. So when we are exhausted by life, we have to find those moments of clarity and stillness to breathe and to relax in order to bring a sense of calm so that we can walk our divine path, right? So isn't that beautiful? This dragon is a beautiful dragon to help us journey through that gene key, through exhaustion, through resolve, and through finding our divine will and doing our divine will, right? Let's go into the unicorn. And the unicorn that came out was number 30. And that unicorn is, actually, it's not a unicorn at all, but it's the cosmic diamond, or the cosmic diamond unicorn, which helps us to spread hope and joy and to illuminate the world. Great partner, right? Great partner for resolve and for divine will. It's also connected to Archangel Gabriel, which represents purity. Well, the cosmic diamond actually represents purity, joy, everlasting promise, hope, clarity, and inspiration. So this is really supporting the CD of it, which is the divine will. The cosmic diamond is a vast, translucent, etheric gem of great power, grace, power and grace, carrying the qualities of all the color rays. That reminds me of us, humanity, right? We are vast and translucent in terms of, I would say, like we transcend. We're here to transcend, and that's what divinity is, right? Our ability to transcend, right? So vast, translucent, etheric gem of great power and grace, carrying the qualities of all color rays. That, to me, like I said, is the collective humanity, right? So this cosmic diamond, again, is helping us to raise the frequency to the 9th dimension. And last week, it was this week, we're in the same week, but the last gene key, the 9th dimension came out this week. That 9 energy was everywhere. And here it is again, raising our frequency to the 9th dimension. And what is that 9th dimensional energy? Remember, it's the stellar gateway, helps us to transcend all dimensional boundaries, provides us with frequencies that extend way beyond our current physical capacity. It's the intergalactic activities, right? The recreation codes. So, again, to transcend ourselves, to reform ourselves, to step into our more powerful selves, our divine will. And to have the resolve to do that, we need to rest and be in balance and harmony. Isn't this a beautiful combination? Even the diamond unicorn, the cosmic diamond unicorn is reminding us to take walks and to meditate. It's a card of higher service. 722 coming in. It's a card of higher service. And it reminds us that we can use this cosmic diamond in our visualizations, placing it over locations, or even like think of it in terms of like Reiki, if you're familiar with Reiki. So you can use this cosmic diamond in your meditations and your visualizations, placing it over a situation, if you're trying to decide what to do, or a community that might be troubled, or a country that you might want to help out, or a home or family situation, anything. We can use this cosmic diamond visual, placing it over people and places and situations to help them to make wise decisions and inspired choices for the highest good. So this is a card of optimism and helping us to bring more optimism to the world, right? So that we're not exhausted. And we can release exhaustion, because when we're exhausted, we don't have the will to do our best and to be our best. So the cosmic diamond and the earth and air dragon is coming in to help us to release exhaustion and to find balance and harmony, to find the resolve within ourselves and from our communities and families and just our whole existence, because it doesn't all have to come from within. It should start from within. But we are inspired and lifted up by so many external things as well. But the root of it is to, it's always good to start within. And get us to our divine will, that CD, right? Getting us to the point where we are walking our paths, our divine paths, and doing our divine will. All right, so this was a nice quick one, eh? I thought I was tired, but I said, hey, let me look into this card and make sure that, hey, I do each card every week in the time frame. So this is Gene Key 40, the gift of resolve, the shadow of exhaustion, and the CD of divine will. The 40th gift of resolve is about becoming adept and giving to yourself. Ultimately, it is about deep physical relaxation. And I would add in there, it must have some reference in there with our bodies not being stressed and our minds not being stressed, but are your body really just being at peace with everything, and that just brings in so much more to you. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to do a prayer or a poem or what with this one, but yeah, look back, see how, because this started August 29th to September 3rd, right? So see how this key impacted your life over the last couple of days, or how it impacts your life for the next 1 or 2 days. I think I'll probably post this tomorrow. All right, guys, have a lovely weekend and have a beautiful exploration of Gene Key 40. I hope it brings some resolve and inspires some divine will within you. I love you all. Exhausted ones, come to me. Closer, yes, closer. I call to you, exhausted ones, tired ones, wearied by the world, exhausted with anxiety, stepped on by humanity and dismissed by greed. Oh, exhausted ones, come, come, closer to me. Let me hold your hand and wash your feet. Let me comfort your bones with sweet berries and nourish your skin with my oils. Let me cleanse you by the rivers and serenade you with my wind chimes and feather drums. Let's put you back, belly to belly, and let your feet be planted firmly in me, the earth. Exhausted ones, just breathe. Connect to the earth and receive all the power and energy and love Mama Earth has stored up for you, your journey, your body, and your divine will. Exhausted one, resolve with balance and harmony. Accept the goodness and grace granted by others and rest, recharge, and then find your divinity. For this is the path to all you will ever be.